So welcome back, everyone. I am excited about bringing on my next guest, who has been on with me once before. Quinn, I want you to tell everybody first a little bit about yourself and what you do. And if you can believe it, I don't have your paperwork, so I want you to do me a favor and tell them your website, okay? And then I want you to tell them a little bit about what you do.
Absolutely. So we are a sports medicine specialist. We specialize in a couple different advanced treatment modalities such as permanent scar tissue removal, broken bone healing acceleration. We help heal concussions, total body orthopedic assessment. Essentially, basically trying to create permanent results to a temporary solution. That's the main thing that we want to focus on, especially with people, from everybody to athletes who may have who've had surgery, who have scar tissue, and it's impeding their movement, doesn't matter what age. And what we focus on is getting rid of that scar tissue so that way they can over time have a little bit better quality of life.
You're the scar guy.
Absolutely.
And listen, folks, I just had surgery a couple of times, and one of the things that, and everybody's different, but I know for me, a lot of scar tissue I created somehow, and boy, can scar tissue hurt. And it's like you think it's pain, you think there's something wrong with the surgery that went wrong or something like that, when in fact, it's scar tissue.
Yeah, and what's actually really interesting that a lot of people don't realize is that if you have scar tissue, a lot of times you may not necessarily even feel it. Because you're used to compensating your natural movement, so people may not notice it. And a great example is I worked on my mother when she was still down in Arizona. I worked on her C-section scar that's 39 years old.
That's crazy.
And once I worked on it, she fell recently and fell and hurt her knee, but she said, Quinn, I feel that scar tissue. Can you please get that out of me? So she now knows what it's like to have natural movement from something that she's carried for over almost 40 years, and now she realizes, oh, I need this out of me so I can continue to move the way I was before.
You have some things here that you wanted to show to people on Facebook land, so go ahead and show this because it's awesome.
Yes. So what we have is what it's called a dolphin MPS. It basically is the only technology in the world that can actually permanently remove scar tissue from the root up. And what it does, it delivers a very, very gentle microcurrent. Actually, basically this a microcurrent that doesn't stress out the nervous system. So you're able to basically get into the scar itself and basically pull it from the root up. So you're basically punching a hole through the scar. And then over time, it helps the body recalibrate itself so that way it can properly conduct itself.
Well, you could check him out on his website, which is surefiremuscletherapy.biz, and you're mobile. I want you to tell everybody a little bit, where are you going after the show?
Well, we're going to go work the Arizona Diamondbacks game. They're playing the San Diego Padres today, so going to be working just a lot of great stuff, especially food and beverage as well too.
Yeah, and so, but you do, a lot of people, you are valley-wide, you're rated with the Better Business Bureau. You do complementary consultations.
Yes.
So what does that look like? Because a lot of people, now you're listening to this and going, well, I got scar tissue, I bet you he can't get rid of mine. How often, no matter how old, your mom's was 39 years old, and guess what? You got rid of it. Yep.
Well, what's really important about the consultation is that I need to know what, injury history, because any injury that causes inflammation is going to cause scar tissue. So I need to know even if it's a non-surgical scar tissue, I need to know everything because that'll make it easier for me to calculate how many sessions it will take. I don't want to just go in blind and say, oh, it might be this, that. No, I want to know so I can give you a proper account of how many sessions it's going to take, because each session is an hour.
And I want people to also understand that you're going for permanent scar tissue removal. Permanent. I'll
Yes.
say that again.
Yes.
Permanent. That is awesome. Again, he is valley-wide. Put this number in your phone or call him at 480-212-2496. His website is surefiremuscletherapy.biz. He's rated with a Better Business Bureau. He does valley-wide and complementary consultation. He is the Scar Guy, and that's where you can check him out on all social media. So you can check out some of what he does there. Okay, what would you say makes this technology unique?
Well, the big thing is that, as I mentioned earlier, it uses the highest form of microcurrent, where it doesn't stress the nervous system out. There's a certain threshold where you have like what you would call like the fight or flight mode. And basically, this just goes the highest without crossing that threshold where it's going to stress what you would call the sympathetic nervous system or fight mode. So using this will help deliver the results without having to worry about, still helping the body, but still stressing it out at the same time. You don't want stress. You want to be as smooth and easy as possible.
A lot of people think that they can buy things off of Amazon or what have you. This is something that's medical grade, so it's different.
Yeah, and I love that you said that you can buy something that might, from Amazon or, that is, I'm going to say this is 100% impossible. That's the only technology in the world that can actually get rid of scar tissue. Not like, oh, break it up. No, like actually remove it so that way like I said, the body can recalibrate itself and you can actually, the fascia, the skin that's wrapped around that scar that's binded, it'll actually kind of like release it so that way you're like,
dissipate.
ooh, yeah, you can actually get more heavier movement, and it also lowers the appearance of the scar as well.
And the other thing about it, permanent. We're talking about
Yes.
permanent. Now, it doesn't happen in the first time,
True,
right?
correct.
And it depends on what it is.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep. It depends on the size of the scar, depends on the age of the person, how old the scar is. So everyone's different. And even with strain, like say you have a strain, you've never had a surgery in your life, you could have had a cut when you were a kid. Maybe you scraped yourself or you fell and had a big cut that didn't require surgery. That's still a scar. So it doesn't matter. And with non-surgical scar tissue, especially strains, that's our specialty as well, because our Surefire muscle therapy proprietary system is all neuromuscular anyway. But we want to make sure we work the scar first so that way we can get the proper neuromuscular re-education.
I'm going to let you show it to Facebook Land because I'm not picking it up. It's the only one that can do this. So I'm going to let you do that and go ahead and show them that.
There we go. Nice, simple, and easy.
Now you have two of them. Do
Yes.
they work in conjunction with
Yes.
conjunction or however you say
100%, because one
does one thing?
Yeah, so basically our bodies are a negatively conducted system. So one of these is set on negative, the other one is set on biphasic. And so basically, when you work around a scar, basically it's a transmission of like going boom, boom, not back and forth, back and forth. And then you just kind of go up the scar and then close it off on each end. Think of it as electric surgery. It's basically going back and forth, kind of like ping pong. And then you just gently moving up, but it also depends on the shape of the scar too. You can go a circle around or typical scar. There's different types of scar shapes, so it just depends.
And it doesn't matter how long, and you don't have to be an athlete to work with them.
Nope, absolutely not.
You have a lot of them that are, but you can do anyone, you go mobile, you go to them.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well, and like we talked about last time, I consider anyone who moves. It doesn't matter if you're just like a regular Joe, weekend warrior, it doesn't matter. Everyone moves, they're an athlete. So everyone deserves to have as proper movement as possible without being in pain.
Right, and the big thing is that we're all if you've had surgery or any kind of bad cut,
Yes.
where when it grows back together and you see there's that lump, I got one right here, and when you see there's something there or it feels like it's just not, you're still having a lot of pain with it, most of the time it's scar tissue.
Oh, yeah.
And he can get rid of it, what he's saying, permanently.
Absolutely.
So, you know, when you go to people's home, you say you're valley-wide, rated with the Better Business Bureau, you do a consultation with them to find out, you know, what does this look like? How many are we gonna need
Absolutely,
to do?
yeah.
And I think that's great that you do that up front so that they know. He is the Scar Guy. So if you want to check him out on all social media, you can check him out there. And when he says he's a Scar Guy, it's because of a reason. He gets rid of them. And he does it permanently. You can check him out on his website. It's Surefire Muscle Therapy. That's surefiremuscletherapy.biz, or call him at 480-212-2496.